Greetings, class, and welcome to Professor Macabro's Halloween Marathon. We're up to day 17, class. We are going along, until we reach Halloween. Class, I want to talk about something that might offend you. Yes, as a professor, I have to talk about the good, the so good that's bad, and the just plain bad. This especially hurts because it tarnishes the image of a movie monster that I enjoy a lot. The vampire. For many years, I, Professor Macabro, have enjoyed the vampire. Whether it be the elegant and sophisticated nobleman like Dracula, or the bloodthirsty pack animals like 30 Days of Night. Truly, the vampire is the most iconic of the movie monsters. But today we will talk about something that has tarnished the appeal of the vampire. Something so terrifyingly bad that it has ruined a whole generation of people, giving them the idea of the once fearsome vampire is now a sparkly creature, that longs for the love of a blank slate woman. So today, class, much to my personal horror, probably yours too, I have to talk about this thing, Twilight. I choke you, movie. Choke you until you die. To say that this movie offends me is an understatement, class. Again, the image of the once noble and sophisticated vampire is destroyed in this romantic thing. I don't know what they were going for. Admittedly, I'm not the target audience for this. This abomination is based on a book series written by Stephanie Meyer. The plot of this thing is about this ordinary, plain Jane person that really doesn't stand out in any way, and meets this vampire that lusts over her. He wants her, but he cannot have her because she is human and weak, and he is a monster. Of course, when you tell someone that they can't have something, all of a sudden they want it more. So this chick falls in love with him, and it causes a whole bunch of things involving more vampires, shapeshifters that take the form of wolves. I will not call them werewolves. They are not werewolves. They are shape-shifting people that turn into wolves, but not werewolves. They even took a piss on werewolves too. It's ironic because they're dogs and they piss everywhere, but that's not the point. So, somehow, in this world we live in, that concept became a best-selling book, even though it completely ignores any and all of the mythologies of the vampires and the werewolves. Sunlight does not kill the vampire. Instead, it makes them sparkle. Ew, look at me. I'm a sparkly vampire. What is this? Vampires don't sparkle. Vampires thirst for blood. They are monsters. Admittedly sophisticated and sexy monsters, but monsters! And they sparkle! Also, I guess they have frog genes, because the main vampire is like, I'm a vampire. And she's like, I'm not scared. You should be, because you're like my cocaine or some shit like that. Obviously, the dialogue in this is not Shakespearean in any way. So, he's like, I will show you what I can do. And then piggybacks the chick, and they're like leaping, crouching tiger style, over a bunch of trees. So these things, I'm not going to call them vampires, these things have super strength, and they're able to leap to all distances in a single bound. Also, they don't have any of the weaknesses of the vampires. No garlic, no crosses, nothing. Nothing at all. So even that takes a backseat to this abomination. And honestly, you don't even see them feasting on blood. The main character is like, ew, you shouldn't love me. I am a monster, an terrible monster. You're not a monster! You're an emo freak! I'm getting upset, class. I need to calm down. Zombiesitos, what do you think of this? Yes, I agree. It's garbage! Plain garbage! Now, I have mentioned before, I am a fan of cheesy, bad stuff. Whether it's something that's terribly acted, or something that the special effects are laughable. I can laugh at a bad movie. Hell, I enjoy a bad movie. Give me your Birdemics anytime. I will laugh. Give me your Sharknadoes. I will laugh at how stupid it is about someone jumping in the air with a chainsaw, going inside a shark, and then miraculously surviving. I enjoy that. But when you take a piss over years of storytelling, years of mythology, and showcase a sparkly vampire, you're gonna piss people off! Especially me! And you don't want to piss me off. I'm a dangerous man to trifle with, but damage, unfortunately, has already been done, and it's not like I can do anything about it. Unless I research a spell that will erase this from the story. But, there. I guess it's universally known that this movie sucks. And you would think that that would be the end of it. You know, you release this thing, and it was like, sparkly vampires. Not to that. But no! No! It spawned a bunch of movies. And the movies keep getting worse. You'd think that they would get better, like, you know what? That special effect of that wolf thing looks pretty bad. Let's try to fix that. Or, you know what? All this emo shit might get on people's nerves. Let's fix that. Or, you know, these characters are pretty worthless. Let's try to give them a story arc. Let's make them better. But no! They somehow turn worse. This emo thing is still like, ooh, I can't have you because I'm a monster. And you never see him do anything monstrous. And this, oh, don't even get me started on her. This Bella thing. She's the worst of all. She manipulates the sparkly guy. She manipulates the wolf guy. She manipulates the poor dad. Honestly, the one character that I really feel bad for, other than the actor that portrays him, is the dad. Because he's like, you know, he's trying to be supportive of her monstrous offspring. And she's like, you know, daughter, I think that you're hiding something from me, but I'm a cool dad. I won't push. But she sees her being drained of blood, beaten up to shit and back, and then she disappears for days on end. Honestly, the father in this is a saint for putting up with this monstrous person. And she just manipulates everyone. And she doesn't even show any expression. She's a sociopath. And people are supposed to relate to this person? Really? This sold millions? What's wrong with you people? Getting upset here. It's getting hot. But this is what this movie does to me. I apologize, class, if, you know, seeing me go batshit crazy on something like this offends you. I'm genuinely trying to not offend anyone that might enjoy this, but my goodness, why? You could have done something else, not ruined the vampire. And a lot of people say that, well, Professor Macabro, how's this any different from the Anne Rice books? You know, they also showcase a vampire that's, you know, considers himself a monster, but is a lost soul that suffers. I will contest that the Anne Rice movies and books do deviate from the vampire, but not from the essential thing. They are monsters at the end of the day. They do monstrous things. Lestat, especially, is a monster of a person, but he's a likable kind of monster. He enjoys being a monster, and that is transmitted through his character. But it still has, based on vampire lore, a bit loose on it, but still creates a universe of interesting characters. other than the dad, there's not one likable character in the whole damn movie. And again, the movies continue following this sociopath as she wants to be, hump the sparkly guy. And the sparkly guy's like, no, I cannot marry you out of wedding. We must get married first. And of course they do, and then they destroy everything, because he's freakishly strong. I'm surprised he doesn't kill her after the first honeymoon. And then they have a demon spawn. Now, of course, in the books, it's expressed differently, but in the movie, it's like, oh my god! They couldn't get a real baby, they had to CGI this monstrosity? That thing will give you nightmares! Here, let me show you the picture. Look at it, and it just gets worse! As this thing is growing up, they keep trying to CGI the face of the actress that portrays her, and it looks terrible! It looks horrible! Just why? Why would you bring this into the world? Again, I know I'm not the target audience. I'm a horror fan, not a romantic nut that fantasizes about sparkly things that, try to be intimidating but are just laughable. And that's the other thing. I can't even laugh at the dialogue. Even bad movies, you can laugh at the bad acting and the bad dialogue, but this actually takes itself seriously. It's like the lady thought that she was writing Shakespeare, and the actors are like selling it straight, so I can't even make fun of the movie. But there is one thing that I will give this to the movie series. At the end, everyone dies. Everyone. You have this giant, massive battle, and everyone fights, and everyone dies. And I was like, yep, that's it. I'm done. I don't even want to know what happens after that. I know later on it's supposed to be like a dream, or a future vision, but for me, that's the end. Everyone dies, end of story. There. They're dead. Good riddance. You all suck. So, as you can see, I am not going to give this thing a sparkling review. I give this a Z. Doesn't even get an F, a Z. It's horrible. Horrible. How can you people make this thing a popular thing? Should have ended in the first movie. Everyone was like, you know what? That's garbage. That's freaking garbage. And the studios were like, this is not going to work. Stop it. But no, they pumped out the whole movies. Then they have the gall of splitting the last book into 2 parts. So you have a first part that's just talking about nonsense. And then the last part, still talking. The only thing that saves that thing is the ending where everyone dies. And again, I don't care if there's anything after that. Everyone dies. The end. Done. Well, class, I did not enjoy that. Not at all. But I have to talk about things in this wonderful world that we live in. Both the good, the middle, and the garbage. Garbage. Well, class, I hope I will see you tomorrow with something more enjoyable. But until then, we're up to day 17, class. So until tomorrow, good eve.